1 second. Let's see what's up with the live stream. See if we're up and running. It doesn't look like we are, but we should see. Just a second. Okay, awesome. So we are live. All right. Good morning, everybody. My name is Sarah. I'm the health and fitness specialist in McLean, Virginia, and today I'm taking you through a nice little midday movement. Today's going to be super relaxing. We're just going through a lot of mobility exercises, some relaxing movements, and some stretches. So we should only need a open space on your floor or a mat, whatever feels most comfortable for you. I'm just going to make sure that everything is indeed in view so that we're good to go. I'm going to scoot this back just a little. As you can see, I'm in a new space again today. I'm in my living room because it was 30 degrees today outside and the gym I usually go to was not available. So we're going to see how this goes. All right, so I think you guys can see me. We're going to give it a shot. All right, so we're going to get nice and warmed up. We're going to start with some neck circles. So we're going to drop ear to shoulder, rotate the neck on down, come to ear to shoulder, all the way back, and then down again. Just getting a nice range of motion through the neck here, opening up the low back, not the low back, the upper back, the neck, the traps, some of the shoulders. I'm going to do 5 counterclockwise and then 5 clockwise. All right, so once you've hit 5, go ahead and switch to go the other way. You can see my ponytail doesn't like to go this way. I hope everybody had a fantastic Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving weekend. And you got to spend lots of time with your families or just have a nice, quiet, relaxing time away from work. Whatever was your plus. It's always a good thing. All right. So once we're done with all 10 of our neck rolls, we're going to go into shoulder rolls. So we're just going to go nice and slow. 10 of these, pulling up, back, and down. Opening up the chest, moving the shoulder blades. Just getting some nice range of motion in here. We got 3 more here. 2, and last one. And relax. All right, moving on. We are going to do hip circles. So what that's going to look like is we're drawing the hip up, out, down, in, up, out, down, in. Just doing some nice and slow circles. We'll do 5 on each leg. And then we'll switch to do the same on this leg. A little bit of a balance exercise, so if you need to put your foot down between each exercise, feel free to do so. And last one here. Good. All right, so we are going to go ahead, walk the feet out a little wider than hip distance. We're going to bring the hands to rest on the elbows in a nice big hug here. And we're going to forward fold at the hips and just let the arms hang nice and heavy here, opening up the outer shoulders and the hamstrings. You can do some rotations here We're just going to hang out here for like 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Slowly come on out of there. All right, even though today's focus is going to be a little bit more on mobility and stretching, we're still going to keep our structure the same. So 3 movements, 10 reps of each movement, repeat the circuit twice, and we'll move on. Okay, so we're going for our first circuit. We're going to be on our mat. We're going to be on hands and knees for this first one. We're going to just do some cat-cows. So we're going to extend through the chest and drop the belly button to the floor here. And then pull up, pushing through the shoulder blades as we curl into the cat pose. So 10 solid movements of this. It makes it a little bit more relaxing if you cycle the movements with your breath. So as you exhale, curl in, inhale, head to the sky, exhale in. We have 2 more here. And relax. Next, we are going to move into, we are going to move into a downward dog position. So we're going to do downward dog with toe raises or heel raises. So we're going to work on our ankle range of motion here. So we're going to walk the feet in to this downward dog position, press the heels down, raise the toes, down, raise the toes. We'll do 10 of these. Ankle range of motion is going to be a big focus for us today. 3 more here. At least in this circuit it's going to be. And last one. Good. Come on down. Because I think ankle range of motion and ankle mobility is neglected pretty often. So we're going to focus on that today. So we're going to come into this half kneeling position. What we're going to do first is we're going to warm up by pressing the knee over the toe for 5-second holds, just to warm up the flexion here. And then relax. And then what we're going to do, we're going to pull the toe up to do a toe raise, and then we're going to do a heel raise. We'll do 10 of these, 5 in each direction. Trying to really work on that toe up here. This will prevent us from getting drop foot or sometimes even shin splints, because the tendons used for this range of motion are what tend to be really tight when we're running. for 3, 2, 1. And then knee over heel as we raise the toe. And then raise the heel. You'll see that the dorsiflexion motion or the toe up motion is going to be probably much smaller than your plantar flexion or your heel up motion. It's natural. It's just underutilized position. Hi, sweetness. Hi. I don't know how I could ever have a class without being distracted because of my animals. All right, go ahead and relax. We'll take a nice 30 seconds before we head into our second round of this circuit. Hi. You're playful right now. All right, so here we go again with our cat-cows. So knees stacked under our hips, palms stacked under our shoulders as we move through this 10 rep round here. Again, cycling with the breath is going to give this exercise a little bit more of a yoga feel than just going through the motions. So if you want that relaxation, go ahead and cycle with your breath. Got 3 more here. Last one. And relax. Let's take a couple seconds before we head into our downward dog. All right, so pressing through the hands here. Let's find our downward dog. Raise the toes. Press down through the heels. Three more here. Last one. And down we go. All right, a couple more seconds before we head into our last round of these half kneeling toe raises, or range of motions, sorry. Got a lot of raising and things going on in my brain right now. All right, so my knee's stuck. So let's drive that knee over the toe. Get a nice good stretch in the Achilles here. Back of the calf. For 3, 2, 1. Stack the knee over the toe. as we lift. Let's go for 10 this time, each direction. Felt a little bit too quick last time. So what we're going to really focus on here is what is called an eccentric contraction. So as we pull up, we're going to hold it statically, and then we're going to relax, dynamic, and then relax. I don't think that was the proper word. No, it wasn't at all. Forget what I just said, because that was not correct. I'm going to really focus on the static contraction here. Dynamic movement, static contraction. And switch. My knee will unstick. And then we're going to transfer the knee over the toe. No. Sorry, guys. And then lift the toe, lift the heel, lift the toe, lift the heel. And as you can see, with this round, you might be able to get your toe a little bit higher off the ground than you would have been able to the first time, because we really worked on that flexion that we saw in both the downward dog and this exercise. So we're getting a little bit more range of motion here. And last one. And relax. All right, so we're going to come to standing for part of this second circuit. Oh. My cat's whining. For the first exercise of this circuit, it's something that how do I explain it? It's something that's very beneficial for your hips, but might be a little bit difficult on your knees. So if you have any kind of pain with this exercise, I would say just go ahead and use a body weight squat or something similar. I wouldn't recommend doing the full hammy squat if you're having pain or discomfort of any kind moving through this exercise. So we have 3 exercises. One of them is going to be standing. The other 2 are going to be on our stomachs. And we are going to do 2 circuits of that in just about 1 minute. Yeah. I'm trying this new format out because the workouts were getting a little hard. So I like going the more relaxing route as of right now. Okay, so while we're standing, we're going to do what is called a hammy squat. So our feet are going to be shoulder width apart. We're going to hinge at the hips to place our hands over our toes here. And we're going to squat down into this deep squat hold here. And then we're going to press up to stretch the hamstrings down into this deep squat, up through the hamstrings, down in this deep squat. Okay? So we're going to do 10 reps of that there. Again, if it's too difficult for you, you can hinge at the hips and just go into a mini squat and then stretch the hamstrings, mini squat, stretch the hamstrings. Whatever feels best for you or what you're able to do, feel free to go there. Or if the movement hurts your knees, you can just hold a deep squat here and do some like frog holds where you press your elbows out to open up your hips, whatever feels good for you. Okay, so let's get started with that in 3, 2, 1. So we're going for 10. I don't know if you can hear my knee clicking, but that's totally normal. Got 3 more. And our last one here. Relax. And come to standing. Okay, so next we're going to lay on our stomachs. Sorry, I had a hard time remembering what I was about to say. We're going to lay on our stomachs. And what we're going to do, a little bit long for this space, we're going to have our arms in a field goal position. I think you can see me, yeah? I think you should be able to. So we're going to have our arms in a field goal position, and we're going to use our shoulder blades to lift our arms off of the floor, okay? So field goal position, lifting with the shoulder blades, down, going for 10 here, okay? Now, if your range of motion is not super large, don't worry about it. The goal of this is to activate muscles to increase that range of motion, okay? So, deal with what you have right now, and then we'll go from there. Cool? All right, so go ahead and relax onto the mat. In 3, 2, 1. Two more here. I apologize for having my AirPods in because you can definitely hear every breath that I am breathing. But with my household, there's so many things happening that if I didn't have these in, you wouldn't hear me at all. So, all right. So next, we're going to move into a child's pose to cobra. We're going to do 5 of each. So we're going to start at this end of our mat. We're going to have our hands reach nice and long away from our body in this nice child's pose here. And then we're going to drop the hips to the ground in this cobra pose here. And then we're going to dig back into this child's pose. And forward to the cobra pose. So this is working a couple different muscle groups here. So this is loosening up our rhomboids and our lats in our back. And then in the front, it is loosening up our hip flexors, our abdominals. Hold each for like 2 seconds or a nice long pause. We have one more round of each. And then last cobra here. And relax. Okay, round 1 of circuit 2 done. If you need a sip of water at all, feel free to grab one. But we're going to take about 30 seconds before we head into our second round of this. If you like to do something while you're standing, it's always good to do ankle circles or something keeping you moving, something keeping you mobile. Wrist circles are always a good idea. Figure eights, anything like that. All right, so here we go again with our hammy squats. Again, remember, do what your body allows you to do. If you are able to do the first like 5 reps of hammy squats, but the 6th rep just isn't happening, go ahead and call it. And you can move to the regression, or you can do another one of the options that I provided in the first round. But again, listen to your body, do what you need for you. So we're going to reach for the toes, and we're going to squat. Got 4 more here. And our last one here. Trying our best to keep our heels down and raising up. Good. Slowly come on out of there. Awesome. And we're going to make our way down to our mat. All right, finding our way onto our stomach. We're going to do our shoulder lift-offs in about 10 seconds. Ooh, 3, 2, 1. Again, I'm so sorry for the breathing, and being face down on the mat is only amplifying it. 2 more here. And last one. Good. Relax. Come up to hands and knees. My quads are tight. All right, let's go for this child's pose. 2 cobra. Remember, we're doing 5 of each. Holding for 2 seconds at least. We have 2 more of each one. And last round here. And relax. All right, we're gonna make our way onto our back. We're gonna do a nice cool down, 10 seconds of each exercise. So let's go ahead and extend the right leg long. We're gonna extend the left arm out away from the body. We're gonna cross the right hand around the left knee. Get a nice good spine twist in here. Let the head fall over the left shoulder. For 3, 2, 1, relax. And we're going to do the same thing. Extend the left leg nice and long, bend the right, and twist. Three, two, one, relax. Let's come up to seated. Sit however is comfortable for you. You can do crisscross applesauce, or you can just have your legs straight out, whatever feels good for you. Let's plant our left hand on the mat, and we're going to extend the right arm over our head. 3, 2, 1, relax. Switching sides. 3, 2, 1, relax. We're going to interlock the fingers here. Press them out away from the body like we're holding a ball. Dropping the chin to the chest. Hold this for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, guys, that's all I had planned for today. I hope you enjoyed our midday movement, got some relaxation out of it, some nice mobility. Let me know what you think of this new format, if we should continue it this way, or if you want the workouts. Super open to feedback. But yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I will see you guys again on Thursday.